Hi, welcome to another edition of Rooftop Tuesdays. This Tuesday we're going to be doing a follow-up to my EQ video that I released last Friday. Very similar to last week's video, we're going to be doing some real-world examples on how to use a parametric EQ in action, in the real world for video production. So remember, we talked about that parametric EQ because it is the most surgical of all the EQs. You can do the most with it. So we're going to listen to some real-world examples here real quick. First thing we're actually going to do here is cut out some of the muddiness. Slowing things down, or using like a morph cut feature, or you have a noise reduction plugin. It's going to slow down your edit so you won't be able to see it in real time. So a lot of times I will set in and out points, hit render sequence in to out, and what that'll do is just render that piece so that you can continue editing and scrubbing through your footage in real time, not have to worry about lagginess. Well, if you have those in your edit and you're done and you want to hit export, be sure and select the feature that says you. Also put some air on top by adding a high shelf. About 2 decibels. Use previews at the very bottom of that output window, at the very bottom of that export window, because what that will actually do is take the already rendered sequence pieces. Okay, now we're going to check out another track here. If you want to make somebody sound like they are talking on a cell phone, cut them about 2,200.
We've got bills like we all do. And I began to really worry about the finances, okay? Are we going to have enough money each month to pay the bills? I can remember going down in my basement. It's where my desktop used to be. I go down there every night late.
So that'd be a high and a low pass filter together, make a cell phone effect.
After the kids all went to bed, it quieted down. And I was checking my online banking. Okay, I know I wrote 2 checks the other day. I hope those are going to cash. They're going to clear, okay? And it was mortifying, okay? I used to drive myself crazy with was very damaging, not just on myself, but my wife. Okay, and I got to the point one time, I can remember this very distinctly, where I had to ask my wife to go out and charge our monthly house payment on a credit card. Okay, and this was my absolute low, having to ask my beautiful wife Kelly to take this credit card up to our bank and put the house payment on the credit card. I remember that night saying I was in my basement. I was at an all-time low. I just said I'd had it, okay? And sometimes you have to get to that place in your life. You have to get to the place where you said, I've had it, no more. I knew A, I could change it, and B, I had to change it, and C, I was going to change it.
Mix of subtractive and additive EQing here. The only time I add, just like I said in the EQ video, is if it's a high shelf. Everything else subtract. So that's it for this edition of Rooftop Tuesday. Hope it helped expand this week. So check out Friday's vlog for the DS, or I'll put some real world examples in that one because I've gotten a lot of requests for those. The first 2, maybe I should just start putting them into the videos. So, all that being said, I'll see you on Friday.